team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Point after here coming up. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Giants 10, Redskins 7.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And there is a flag as he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. But who's this going to be against? Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the face mask gets him a free 15 to start the drive. Throwing, Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And he will find Ridley. That's complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. On third down, Barkley. And an alley to run. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Hurry. Snap.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Back to throw. Jones. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Here's Jones. Throwing on third and long. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and that'll bring up second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Second and 10 now. Haskins. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And he gets it down to the 32. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Hey, switch gears. Protein spell.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They missed a field goal earlier, so possibly as a result, that's why they're going to try to go for it here on 4th down.
Check. Hey, check right. Hey, Delta. Here we go.
Jones now throwing on 4th down. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Watch the run. Shit. 55, my guy, 55. Watch the screen. Pass. Short. 55. Right there in the middle. 55. All day, punk. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now.
Looking to throw, Haskins. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. 1st and 10. It's Haskins. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Haskins will throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Geis. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Haskins. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Hey, 4 down. 31's the mic. Watch the slant. Over. Silver. 31's the mic. Watch the curl.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
First down.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a toss. This is Geis. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, it's Geis. And an alley to run. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A 9-yard touchdown run as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And there the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
Well, what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense. Get them going in one direction and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, he'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Jones on 1st and 10 to Barkley on the check down. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. He He's got the first down here inside the 30. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 26.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
Throwing on first down, Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Cody Core, 26 yards. And the Giants are going to jump back in front.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
It feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football, and that's exactly what happened there.
So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it first and 10. Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
I got it.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. On first down, this is Geis. Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
All day, baby, all day. Switch it. Come on, switch it. No. Off. 22, jet, cover. 22, jet, cover. Henry.
2nd down, Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. White 50. 56. Blue down. Blue down.
Throwing now. Haskins on 1st down. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation allows him to get home.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Haskins to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Lorenzo Carter dropping him for the 2nd straight play. Might want to think about blocking him here on 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They begin with a run by Barkley. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike.
From the 31, Jones. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
That is right. 4 down. Check. Hey. Check. Zoom. Check. 55 to Mike. Target. They go.
Now Jones, operating from the gun. Got a man, Slayton. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Well, that'll get him the 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Jones. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards, good for a giant 1st down. Jones now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes.
Under pressure, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. This is Shepard on the catch. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Hey, echo.
Jones now throwing on 4th down. And that is incomplete. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
56, Mike, 56. Switch. Mike, 56.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's Geis. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 47.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and 12, Haskins. And that's complete. It's Green here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Outside, guys, outside. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. 31's the mic. 31's the mic. And here we go. Watch the pass.
They'll look to throw. And an alley to run. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35.
Let's go.
Haskins not the most mobile of quarterbacks, but delivering there on the scramble to pick up the 1st. Meanwhile, in Foxborough there in the 4th quarter. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. A win would be their 1st of the young season. Now it's Haskins. Wide open receiver complete. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. He's back to throw. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown. A little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, 1-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick-6.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead now up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do. Here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Behind us, all these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting come.